Testing the mic.
Hi. Man, my said no. Jackpot is when you leave your current
When
country
you leave
and
Nigeria.
oh my god. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Debbie. So we have a special guest over here. So we have my lovely husband, and we'll be having a chit chat with you and basically highlighting 5 top things that helped us in 1 year of our marriage. So, guys, we turned 1 year in our marriage on the 10th and 11th. Actually, so my husband says it's actually 11th, but we did our traditional marriage on the 10th and also our white wedding on the 11th. So basically, we have like two
11th.
anniversary days. Well, anyways, that aside. So, babe, who wants to start first? Should I
No,
start or you
start.
start?
Ladies first.
Are you sure?
Yeah, ladies first.
All right. So, my very first point would be understanding and also communication. So I'm very guilty of that. I'm making more emphasis on when you fight with your spouse. I and B, we fought a lot too, especially the first week of our marriage, like or even the first month. We were quarreling over little things, and it wasn't really helping. As little as maybe spoon, or as little as okay, maybe what to eat.
She has her side of the bed, and I cannot lie down on her side of the
Oh
bed.
my god.
That's his
Like
problem.
it's
We've had that
terrible.
issue from Nigeria down to our former house, our
Okay,
current
babe.
house, even right here in the
hotel. All right, but anyways, like as little as just really basic things that can easily be settled. Like we're always fighting, or when I mean fighting, I don't mean like Jackie Chan fighting, or guys. Like we're always quarreling over little things, and apart from us quarreling, like the communication part. So I'm one to like when I fight to you, I prefer to just give that silent treatment. I'm guilty. I'm actually guilty of that. I always give silent treatment, and I don't think that really helps. Like, so what I would say is like when there's a fight or when you guys have a misunderstanding, it's always very important to understand your spouse, understand the reason why they are being pissed at a particular thing, and then you sit down and you just talk it out. Wait, do you have
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
to
There's
contribute?
this. Around this fighting ugly thing. I think first of all, it's okay to put it out there that we're not saying you should never fight or quarrel because it's not possible. Let's be honest. But I think the point is for someone like me, I it's very hard to reach my threshold where I get angry. So it helps that
Guys, like I don't even
uh,
understand this is threshold thing. Like you can be burning, like you're
yeah,
literally angry, but my baby is always very calm. Like he's just very calm, and I think it even
calm
pisses
man.
me. It pisses me more because I'm like, you can see that I'm angry, and you're just like, just
Yeah,
calm down. Like calm
yeah.
down for what? Like be
So
calming down for what?
yes, so I think it's just around adjusting over time to not make every quarrel a big one. You could just have a small quarrel and then just make up and just play around with it and let it go. But yeah, because at the end of the day, if the guy and the girl are always quarreling and fighting, and there's no one that is trying to set it, it's going to go into the next day, and then there's this golden rule that you should never sleep angry. You would know that it's just.
I know
Anyways,
that I know that is not possible every time, to be honest. Like it's really hard. Nobody's perfect. Like they say, you work towards perfection.
my own point is very similar to yours. I would say compromise, especially for people that grow up in very different backgrounds. So, for example, in my case, I grew up mostly with guys, obviously, and even in
True.
school, I was with a lot of guys. So you could say I'm a bit messy, for example, and for me, there are certain things that I have to understand that you're staying with someone who has been, who has lived a different life from yours, and you have to sort of compromise some of the things
Mm-hmm.
you do, some of the way you behave, and it's both ways, right? She has to also compromise on some things, and it could be very little things, right? It could be something as small as there are people who grow up with the mindset that if I keep this phone here, I want to come back and see it there. because they
Please
grew up
don't say
alone.
people. Like name the names.
Yeah, so
Who
like
names?
I, no names, and so just understanding that if you were a loner, for example, that you're no longer a loner, you're with someone, or you had things you're used to, maybe um, for example, yeah, every weekend you go to your family house, your family person, you have to
Yeah.
understand that okay, I need to give my spouse like some time, maybe some weekends I stay back home, or in my case, like I like football, even though this one is a bit hard to.
I'm
But but
trying,
but 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 but
guys.
to be honest, I used to watch every football before, but
Babe,
now I watch some.
no.
I watch just
No,
Chelsea
no, no, no. Like you still watch
and
football.
Champions League
Like he's a deep lover of football. Like I
and
can't I
Premier
can't
League.
even get it, but that's
But
another topic for
But yeah,
another
but
day, to
but
be
but that's the
honest.
thing. When I was single, I used to watch more football than now, so I've compromised.
I don't know the difference. But anyways, moving on to the next point, guys. So I would say knowing your spouse's love language. So I know that they have like top love languages or so.
Yeah, because I mean, every
Do
human
you
would always,
can you remember
most
those
times,
top love languages?
of course, gifting,
Gifts, yeah,
quality time, gifts of service.
service, yeah. I
Uh,
cannot overemphasize on gifts. Like I love gifts. I love that. Like no matter how little. I'm actually just remembering an example. So today is Valentine's Day, and I mean we planned getting gifts for each other, and I remember it was really hard, guys, because I mean we're in the same house, and I suck at surprising, to be honest. And my plan was to really surprise Bay and just get him something really nice. And meanwhile, at the back end, too, like I did not know that Bay too wanted to get me something,
sorry,
but it
sorry.
was
So let
very
me let me ask at this point. So couples that stay in the same house and you guys buy things from Amazon and all of those
yes,
Zalando, how do you guys like gift each other without the other person seeing the gift?
yes. When
Because
you buy from
yeah,
online
because the delivery
stores,
guy comes to the house and then two of you at home and then the
one
person
person is in a meeting and the other person.
and then time you see the gift and it's like, okay, so open it, let me see. I'm like, no, I can't open it.
So actually, it was really by luck because my supposed gift, I when the delivery guy came, I actually opened the door and I received my supposed gift, and they just ran towards me, and I mean picked it up and everything. But anyways, know what your spouse likes. Like for me, I love gifts, and Bay knows
Is
that.
it weird that I don't know my love language?
So I would say that Bay's love language. So
Act of service.
well, yes, actually.
Because I'm lazy.
Yes, 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 yes. Actually, acts of service, and I think Bays wants to like companionship. Bay likes it when okay, we sit down and we talk about things like you're able to advise him. I think that's a love
So
language for
quality time.
you. Well, will I say
No, not
quality
yeah, because
time?
yeah, not quality time actually. Maybe act of
Not
service.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also that companionship.
So let's move on. Let's move on. So I think the one I have here is another one I have. I can remember now is supporting each other, and this one is maybe even more useful for young couples that have jackpot.
Hmm.
I guess you write the meaning of jackpot for them. For those that are not in
Well,
Nigeria.
if you don't know what jackpot is when you leave your current
When
country
you leave
and
Nigeria.
oh my god, please.
Anyways, yeah,
It's
when you
when you
leave
leave
your
any
for greener
country and you
pastures,
go to
yeah,
another country for greener pastures.
yeah,
Yeah.
and so I think this is because the way it works is that usually one person, gets something, and then or most times both of them doesn't matter. But when you reach there, most times one person has to be the one to support the other person,
Yeah.
and at that moment, I think it's very important for young couples to really support each other. And when I support each other, I mean
Like
like
being like
in
the A
yeah,
team
in literally everything.
team, yeah.
So that's one thing I think we've really learned how to do more these days. Like we discuss everything, and then one person helps the other person either by advice, financially, whatever. Just giving good advices and
Mhm.
ensuring that you guys are strong.
So for me, I'll just to add to what you said, babe. Like you can't just have one person winning and the other person not doing the same. Do you get? Because you're a team. If you're in marriage, like once you're in marriage, it's a union. Like you're a team basically. So you have to succeed. The other person has to succeed. If the other person isn't succeeding, you have to help your partner to succeed as well. So
Yeah.
just basically see yourself as a team, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to the last point. So who is going to take it? Head of the house. You are my head.
Shit.
I'm the neck.
Yeah. Yeah, my head.
You
Anyways.
are the head. I'm the neck.
No, yeah, yeah.
I'm the one holding you.
Anyways.
That's the illustration they give us.
Yeah.
So.
That's absolutely good. So.
Oh my god, guys, did you?
Did you hear that? Okay, so one other thing I can think of now is I would say taking decisions together. It sounds very obvious, right? But I think these days, and I think we are more guilty of this point. So I say we, I mean men, guys, boys, whatever. There are certain times you want to do something and you start thinking, should I tell her? I mean, if you want to surprise her, obviously don't tell her. Yeah, but like if it's something that has to do with either the family or a decision that would affect her in one way, it's always good to talk it through and then take decisions together. Certain times you guys might disagree on what the conclusion is. It happens, but the fact that both partners know what's to be done and can either agree or find a compromise somehow on what to do, I think it's very important. That way, um, when it goes south, you don't get depressed. But anyways, but yeah, it's not just the fact that you guys would discuss things together, whether it's where you want to live permanently. Some people want UK, some people want Germany, some people want Canada. But
Oh my
those
god.
things are things that you should discuss together and
Sure.
try to always discuss those things with your spouse, husband, and wife.
Like challenges will come, and you need to have one mind, speak one voice, right? You need to know, okay, the right decisions to make, and all of that.
Yeah, to say it all.
Said I said it all. But anyway, so these are top 5 things that we have learned. I mean, we're still improving on them, right? All right, guys, so we've come to the end of this video. If you really enjoyed it and can relate to some of these points that we highlighted, please feel free to leave a comment below. And before we end, Bay has something to say.
Please subscribe to my web channel. Like, share, put on.
Okay, he doesn't know the script, but anyways, put on the notification bell button so that you're notified once I upload a new video. And if you haven't watched my previous videos, please go to my channel and also engage it, like, share, and also comment if you can relate to any of the contents that I've posted. So till next time, until the next video, we say
Bye.
how they say bye in Spain.
Obrigado.
Ciao.
What's obrigado?
Is it ciao?
Ciao
Bye.
is yeah, ciao.
But anyways, bye guys.